Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 4 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last episode, Princess Alena and her companions Cristo and Brey managed to defeat the monster that was bothering the village Tempe, and then they went to this new village, Frenor. But while they were there, they were told that the Princess of Salem Castle was there, but that couldn't be true because Princess Alena is that princess. Well, it turns out that there was an imposter princess and her two friends who were imitating Cristo and Brey, and they brought upon themselves the wrath of some kidnappers. So these two bandits, they kidnapped the princess and said, hey, if you want her back, you're going to have to get the Golden Bracelet, which is a treasure from Frenor, that they hid in that cave that were just there to the northwest. So, and in between the episodes, I did some level grinding. As you can see, Princess Alena, Cristo, and Brey are all at level 9. We wanted Cristo to get to level 8 because then that gives him the antidote spell. And we wanted Brey to get to level 9 because that gives him both the outside and the return spell. He gets outside, I think, at level 7, and the return spell at level 8. So, this way he can warp out of that cave, and we can warp back to a town after going into that cave and getting what we need. We're going to be making 2 trips through that cave. That cave is not too long, but just the way that I'm playing, I'm going to be making a second trip through that cave. I'm going to clear out the first floor, and then on the second trip we'll get to the main treasure, the Golden Bracelet we want to get. Now, in gaining all this, those levels, I gained quite a bit of gold, excess gold. I bought all the equipment that I wanted to buy. Alena and Cristo both have boomerangs. Brey has his leather armor, and Alena and Cristo have their chainmail. Even though I spent all that money on that stuff, about 1,350 gold, I still gained quite a bit of money left over. So I'm going to kind of a little sequence break here a little bit and head down to this desert bazaar, which isn't too far from the cave that we're going to, and I'm going to end up picking up some more equipment. I'm going to get a much better weapon for Cristo, and then we can also get another better weapon for Alena. If we get lucky, one of these Cordra enemies here can drop the Morning Star, which is going to pick up for Cristo. It's going to give him 15 more attack points than the boomerang will do. Then we can just pass the boomerang down to Brey. It'll actually give... Brey will never be really a good attacker, but at least with the boomerang he'll be able to take out like simple enemies like the casket hoppers, maybe even like red slimes. For the most part, as you see, Brey's, when he's not casting offensive spells, he's just parrying, so... Parry cuts down on the amount of damage you take, both physical and magical, by half. So it's a good thing that we gave Brey those 12 points of hit points from the 2 life force nuts, because otherwise he'd be really low on hit points. So here's the Desert Bazaar. A Desert Bazaar now open. We don't want to do too much in this Desert Bazaar because there's a trigger sequence for something we're going to do later on, and we don't want to trigger that just yet. So I'm not going to really be exploring much of the Desert Bazaar. I'm only going to be going here to the weapon shop and over to the left there where that lady in the purple dress is to get some armor. So this is the weapon shop and then the armor shop. So we're mainly just getting the weapons right now. So we'll sell Princess Alena's boomerang, and that'll allow us to get the chain sickle. It only has 2 more attack power than the boomerang, but every little bit helps, especially in this cave that we're going to, because enemies have some pretty good defense, and it'll allow us to pass down Alena's boomerang now to Brey to give him just a little bit of better offense. Not that he should be attacking ever, but if he does, he'll be able to be at least a little bit effective. So, yeah, triple his offensive there, so... You always want Brey with a weapon anyway, though. Because in case you, later on this chapter, will run into metal slimes. And Brey needs a weapon if he gets a critical hit to be able to take them out. We can also get we'll eventually want to get a venomous dagger for Brey, not because it has really good attack power. It's stronger than the boomerang, but it has the chance to paralyze an enemy. So I'm going to use Brey's return spell and just work back to Tempe, and I'm going to wait until nightfall because we didn't get to see what the dialogue change here was in the nightfall, so... Let's visit this town during the night. Well, this village. See how they're doing now that they're free from the monster. Thanks, have a safe journey. I think you've seen you before. Was it the castle? I can't remember. No, it was just like yesterday when we rescued the town from the monster. Just forgot so easily. Sleep in. You're so strong. You're traveling to prove your strength. I suggest you enter the tournament at Endor in the east. Get her shrine from there to the southwest. Let's talk with this poet. You don't look like commoners. Are you of noble birth? No. Okay, if you say so. If we say yes, then he's like, oh, I was right. You're the princess's party. Well, I guess the word the princess's party has got out, and that's why that actress May and her two companions were imitating us. Now I can take care of my business, thanks. Thanks for everything. Although that imitation brought the problem of the kidnapping on them, so... Yeah, the guy who's, the two men who are impersonating Brey and Cristo, they're still at the inn in Frenor. Like I said, May has been kidnapped by two bandits. So we gotta get that gold bracelet so we can do the ransom exchange. Find some enemies here. I'm gonna try to get this one enemy here. Here we go, the last one of the enemies that I was kind of grinding on. I mainly fought these carnivore plants, these blaze ghosts, and those bromodes. So these guys are pretty tough. I'm not gonna run for them at first, until at level 7, Cristo gains the surround spell. You can use the surround spell on these guys, and it works probably about 75% of the time. And then once that happens, they're pretty easy. They just tend to miss you a lot. But they weren't too bad there because one, we had the surround spell, and two, we have much better weapons. When we first ran into them, they were pretty tough. They have pretty high attack. So that's why when you use the surround spell on them because it cuts their attack down, or their chance to hit you down. So here's these blaze ghosts. Naturally, you want to fight them with ice. So Brey is good for taking them out with an ice bolt. You don't really want to attack them, because sometimes if you attack them, two things can happen. Well, three things can happen. You can either hit them, you can miss them, and then they jump out like that, like we saw there, and nothing happens. Or a third thing that can happen is when you hit them, they'll split into two. And I'll keep battles in so we can see that happen. And then, of course, then you'll just have to have more blaze ghosts to deal with. So, but they never split if you hit them with a spell. So that's why normally I would just, parry with everybody else and just have Brey cast that ice bolt spell on them. Let's see. Now I wanted to show off what happens when they split. So as you can see what happens. Now we have two blaze ghosts to deal with. And so, it ain't too bad now because we can defeat them in one hit. But before, when they took multiple hits to hit, it was just better to just have the other characters parry and use Brey use as Ice Bolt spell. Another Wing of the Wyvern, which is basically just the same thing as the Return spell. As you can see in this game, Return spell or the Wing of the Wyvern allows you to travel back to any town, village, castle that you've been at. So that would include in this chapter that bazaar that we were just at. So, which is really good because we're going to want to stop there again. Like I said, we're going to be doing 2 trips through this cave, mainly because that's a really high encounter rate, as you can see. So, we're just gonna clear out this first floor of treasure. There's the way down to the second floor. The second floor ain't too big, but there's such a high encounter rate, we just want to be better safe than sorry, which is also why I bought a whole bunch of those medical herbs. And I also gave an antidote herb to Cristo and Brey. Now, Cristo did learn the antidote spell, but we'd rather save most of his magic points for casting the heal spell. So that's just why I ended up buying those antidote herbs. Save Cristo's MP for a thing. So, well, unfortunately, my capture card kind of acted up there a little bit. And I didn't get to grab that one treasure chest there, but what the treasure chest had there was an agility seed, and I got the agility seed, and then I just cast the outside spell to warp out. And then with the warp out, I used the return spell to warp myself here to the Desert Bazaar, because we picked up some gold from fighting all those enemies, and also from that 360 gold chest that we got there. So, yeah, capture card just acts up weird sometimes, and I always saved the game, so I couldn't go back and do this part. So yeah, you didn't miss much though. Like I said, just that finishing off those mushrooms, and then picking up that one treasure chest, which is an agility seed. I gave that agility seed to Alena. She hasn't used it yet. Once again, we'll save scum so that Alena gets the +3 agility that she needs. So all that money that we got from that one chest, that 360 gold in the chest, and then a few other pieces of money that we got up from fighting enemies, we were able to pick up 2 new shields, the 2 scale shields, to give Cristo and Brey a little bit better shields. Scale shield has 3 more defense than the leather shield, so that's good to help boost their defense up. We also ended up buying would buy some bronze armor for Cristo, which will give him a few more defensive points, and allow us to just have better survivability in the cave when we go down to the next floor to get the Golden Bracelet. And the Golden Bracelet, they put it in that cave because they apparently was causing a bunch of infighting in there, so I guess it's also summoning a whole bunch of monsters after it, so that maybe would account for the reason why there's such a high encounter rate in that cave. Maybe that's the game's way of, kind of the lore behind it, so. So we got a decent amount of money here now, so we can end up selling Brey's boomerang. You notice one of the things I did during the one battle was you could just attack with the boomerang, or you can also use the boomerang as an item, and it says like you threw the boomerang away. You don't really throw it away, it stays in your inventory there. It does the same amount of damage as if you just attacked with it, so there's no point in ever using the attacking with the item boomerang. It just gives you a different message when to show that off, so. So now we got Brey the Venomous Dagger. The Venomous Dagger has a chance to paralyze an enemy that gets hit by it. So now we'll warp back to Frenor here, and we'll just save our game, heal ourselves up here, and here we'll do, like I said, between episodes I'll just do the save scumming to give Alena the +3 agility that she needs from the agility seed. Yeah, usually it takes like I said, about, it can do one, seeds can do between one of 3 choices, so it's like 1, 2, or 3, and then the Life Force Nuts and the Mystic Acorns, they can do 4, 5, or 6. So you have like a 33% chance, so it's not take too long to save scum those results that you need, so. So I'm going to do that between episodes, and then next episode we'll be coming back here to go get that Golden Bracelet. Take care, see you then, bye.